Please welcome our valedictorian for the class of 2017 and our next speaker, Joel Byman.
You are not successful. At least that's what the world says. The world tells us that only those sitting up here on the stage are the successful ones. Only those who managed to get a high enough GPA or got into a prestigious college, those are the successful people. Well, I am pleased to inform you that that view of success is wrong. I want to describe for you the most successful woman I know. This woman grew up in a small town not far from here. She didn't graduate at the top of her class and did not get many awards. She wasn't a star athlete or very popular. She went to a college in her hometown because it was affordable. She has not made a ton of money, does not live in a huge house, works a part-time job, and never gets enough sleep. Now you're all thinking, Joel, that woman is definitely not successful. But you've heard only half of the story. This woman works a part-time job, not making much money, because she is a mother who loves her children and spends time taking care of them. She doesn't live in a huge house because she is happily married to the love of her life, who happens to be a pastor. She never gets enough sleep because, well, yeah, that's partly my fault. This woman is my mother. You see, when we judge my mom by the way that the world tells us to, by her job or how much money she makes or how big her house is, then she simply does not measure up to the world's standard of success. But when we take a closer look, we find that she is extremely successful, just in other ways. The same is true of every single member of the class of 2017. Maybe you didn't get an honors diploma. Who cares? So maybe you didn't get to be a part of National Honor Society or weren't in the top 50. So what? Sure, you weren't valedictorian. Why does that matter? Heard the kid's weird anyways. See, these are the things that the world says define success. But look what happens when we strip these things away. We are left with what is truly important, us. Besides the glorified trash bags, of course. People are what matter, and that includes every single person listening to this speech and those who've already dozed off. If we live our lives thinking that money or fame or our accomplishments are what make us truly successful, then we will live a life filled with disappointment. Money and fame and accomplishments are all fleeting things that do not last, so why should we base our definition of success on them? Some of you will get married and raise a family, and that is your definition of success. Some of you will serve our country in the military, and that is your definition of success. Some of you will be teachers or musicians or engineers or a host of other things, and that is your definition of success. Your definition of success does not have to be the world's. As for me, my definition of success is best summed up by the words of author William Fay. He says, "Success is sharing your faith and living your life for Jesus Christ. This definition of success does not depend upon anything that I have done, but depends solely upon what Jesus Christ did when he died on a cross to save mankind from their sins." This is a definition of success that I hope and pray each and every one of you will experience one day. With this definition of success, I can still wear these things and be proud of them too, if I can get them back on. Knowing that they do not define me or my level of success. Jesus Christ determines my success. Now, class of 2017, I want to leave you with a final thought. My favorite Bible verse and my senior quote is Mark 8:36, where Jesus asks, "For what does it benefit a man to gain the world yet lose his soul?" Friends, please do not buy into the world's view of success, or you will look back on your life with regret, wishing that you had invested in things that truly matter. Decide for yourselves now how you will define a successful life. I hope and pray that you choose correctly. Thank you all, and God bless.
Joel, I concur with your definition of success. That is much more in line, and if we can do anything to change the way our state defines that, I'm right there with you. Congratulations to Andrew and Joel, and thank you, Joel, for sharing a few thoughtful words. I have confidence that each of you will make our community proud as you pursue your dreams and continue your quest of achieving excellence.